Hello! So for the second battle report of our Kill Team day with Michał from Ludzkie Manufaktorum, I decided to show you the battle report between Iron Hands and Orcs. However, the Orc army is a little bit different than the first one, in the respect that there is a less elite units. There are only 2 Deathcopters, not 5. And instead of Gretchen, and instead of 16 Gretchen, I've got almost 22 boys and a knob. The Iron Hands army, on the other hand, is very elitist. There are only 5 bikers, apothecary, and 3 specialists, obviously. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's completely different approach towards Kill team building. So maybe you will learn your lesson. Maybe you will, find some tips and tricks on what to do and what not to do in your future games. Enjoy. So for the second Kill Team game, we are playing mission number 4, infiltrate the camp. And we've got Iron Hands army. On the right, we've got a guy with a flamer. Next, a guy with a meltagun and eagle eye. The third one is a guy with power sword and killer instinct specialist rule, which means that he always wounds on 2+. Then we've got a guy with 2 lightning claws and a murderous blow special skill, and apothecary with feel no pain of 4+. On the other side, we've got my orcs. 4 orcs over here, a little bit more orcs over there, behind barricades. Obviously, you can split them anywhere you want. And we've got 2 big shooters hiding in the buildings. One of them is a specialist with stealth rule, so he's got +2 to his cover save. There's a knob hiding behind the corner. And we've got some more boys and 2 Deathcopters, which are also my specialists. One of them has an expert shot and the one has preferred enemy. This mission requires attacker to go first. And since Space Marines are the attacker, they are going first. On Space Marines turn 1, all the bikers moved forward. Unfortunately for Michał, one of the guys, the guy with 2 lightning claws, managed to cut himself right open while going through difficult terrain. The other Space Marines opened fire and managed to wound my knob hiding in the ruins. On the other side of the building, the apothecary opened fire on the Deathcopter and wounded it. Orc turn 1 was very static. Some of the orcs moved into position for the incoming Space Marines. The Deathcopter moved a little bit forwards and opened fire. The knob has jumped into the building to hide, being only on 1 wound and being the leader of the pack. On this side, the Deathcopter managed to shoot down the apothecary. Success, only 3 bikers left. The Deathcopter on the other side of the table shot at the first biker, managed to force him to jink. This turn, he's gonna be shooting snapshots. Space Marines turn 2. These 2 bikers managed to take down the Deathcopter in close combat. Then they just consolidated back. On the other flank, the other biker with its flamer managed to burn down 2 orcs. He tried to charge the Deathcopter, but unfortunately didn't make the distance. On their turn 2, orcs managed to take down one of the bikers and successfully charge with 4 boys one of the remaining ones. On the other flank, the guy with the flamer got charged as well by 4 orcs. He managed to kill one. The orcs did not manage to inflict any wounds. Their choppers are very weak against toughness 5. The Deathcopter that is on the left did not unfortunately manage to charge the biker, probably to finish off the play. At the beginning of his 3rd turn, Michał will have to take a break test for his army. On turn 3, the bikers managed to pass the break test, and still locked in combat, the guy with the flamer managed to kill one of the orcs. The orcs unfortunately didn't manage to do any damage to him whatsoever. This combat saw orcs luckily hitting on 6s, strength 3 against toughness 5, and wounding and killing one of the bikers. On orc turn 3, we decided to end the game. The biker has been swamped by boys and the Deathcopter and would eventually see its painful death. Just a quick tip regarding close combats in kill teams. When you are being attacked by multiple models, for instance 4, like in this case, 4 orcs, please remember to allocate your wounds against several units. If you've got like 2 attacks and you kill one of the orcs, the remaining attack is lost. You will not kill another model, you will not kill another unit. Remember about that. So as you can see, a completely elitist kill team consisting only of 5 models did not really manage to do much harm to a foot slogging army again. So this was my army was a little bit different. It was not plenty of Gretchens, it was just a lot of orcs and only few elite units, the 2 Deathcopters, and they fared really well. The Deathcopters were a bait, it worked, and the Orcs did the rest with huge amounts of damage, huge amounts of shots and close combat attacks. But as you can see, this Kill Team game was very short. It only lasted we played it for 45 minutes with all the rule lawyering and everything else. So as a bonus, I've got the third one for you in this video as well. It was also very short because Michał was trying to figure out what to do, and his kill team was well, foot-slonging. He had 10 cultists. Well, I'm not gonna tell you, you're gonna see in a second. For game number 3, I decided to play my Flesh Terrors. As you can see, we've got a tactical squad, and in there we've got a leader. We also got an assault squad, and in this one we've got a Sarge with 2 hand flamers and Feel No Pain special ability. We've got 2 normal guys with flamers, and now we've got remaining specialists. This one, with the guy with bolt pistol in left hand, has got Machine Saboteur, and the other guy with bolt pistol in the right hand has got Killer Instincts, meaning he kills on 2s. So in all fairness, I knew what Michał's list is, and I sort of built my around it. So there's plenty of flamers, obviously, and the tactical squad also has 1 flamer. For mission number 3, Michał decided to go with his 1000 Suns. He's got a Rhino full with Chaos Marines, 1 aspiring champion with Power Sword, he's the leader. He's got a ball gun with Eagle Eye, so extended range, and a guy with Killer Instinct. He also has a unit of cultists hiding in the building. In there he's got just normal cultist, a champion, and a guy with Stubber. The guy with Stubber is also relentless. The mission that we are playing is mission number 3. It's called Headhunt. We are being awarded additional points for killing specialists and leaders. Flesh Terror Space Marine 1. The specialist that is able to open up the Rhino has moved into cover, closer to the Rhino obviously. The remaining 4 Assault Space Marines with flamers and 2 hand flamers moved into cover, closer to the cultists. The tactical squad, as you can see, has not moved at all, remaining in the position. On their first turn, Chaos Space Marines have killed the only specialist that could open the Rhino. So now I will have to struggle with the vehicle wandering around the table. Other than that, they did no damage to any other models. Turn 2 for Flesh Terrors was very successful. These guys that jumped out of the position in the back, they jumped from here over there 12 inches, opened their volley of fire of flamers and engulfed the whole unit of cultists in the building. Only 2 are remaining. This forces Michał to take his break test next turn. Turn 2 for Chaos Space Marines was not very successful. The leader has managed to fail his leadership test on break test, and he fled the battlefield. The remaining units are staying, except for the cultist champion, who also ran away. So we've got 5 Space Marines in the Rhino and 1 cultist over here. The Rhino moved forward and opened fire on one of the Assault Space Marines that killed cultist last turn. They managed to kill one of the guys with the flamer. Unfortunately, this is none of the specialists, so no extra points awarded to Michał. The cultists from the ruins opened fire at one of the specialists. He did not manage to do any damage. Turn 3 for Flesh Terrors. One of the specialists have fled the arc of fire of the Rhino and hid behind the Aegis line, and the 2 other Assault Space Marines used their flamers and burned down the remaining cultists. Turn 3 for Chaos Space Marines ended without taking a single shot. No targets were in sight. The Rhino moved forward. Flesh Terrors turn 4. One of the guys with hand flamers has hid behind the building. The other one has charged the Rhino and managed to hit and wound it. 1 hull point on the Rhino. That's a great success for Flesh Terrors. On their turn 4, Chaos Space Marines managed to kill the Assault Space Marine who assaulted them. Revenge. They also opened fire on the other specialist, but did no damage. He's a lucky guy. On Flesh Terror's turn 5, I managed to jump one of the specialists into the building to run away from the Rhino. He managed also not to roll a 1 on difficult and dangerous terrain. The tactical squad is completely useless. I didn't have to use them this game. Chaos Space Marine turn 5. The Rhino has opened fire on one of the specialists on the top floor. Did no damage. The guy managed to save every single shot. Now Michał is going to roll for turn 6. We're playing turn 6. Turn 6 for Flesh Terrors has not seen much action. The specialist, that is the specialist that was on top floor, managed to roll a 6 on difficult terrain test and went down 2 floors down. He hiding behind a thick wall. The rhino is incoming. Oh dear, what a boring turn. Nothing was in sight for the rhino to shoot at, so it moved backwards. Moving backwards. Space Marines moving backwards. Turn 6 ended with me failing to roll for turn 7. The result is 2-2. Michał has first blood and also has killed one of my specialists. I have broken the army and also killed the specialist, the guy with a heavy stabber. So it's a 2-2. Again, as you can see, different armies fare very differently in Kill Team. Michał has made one noticeable mistake. He has put all his cultists in one building instead of spreading them out, which opened up an opportunity for me to burn them alive. Other than that, you can see that the vehicles are very tough in Kill Team. I don't think that can be stressed enough. Kill Team is an amazing fun, especially for people who are just being introduced to 40k. They don't have a lot of models, but they still want to play. This is a way for them to use all the models legally. This is also a means to motivate them to paint these guys and then sort of get familiarized with the rules, the mechanics and the structure of 40 game turns, games and whatnot. So again, at the end of this video, I need to say it. Subscribe for more, like the video if you actually liked it, don't like the video if you didn't like it, but if you didn't like it, tell me why in the comments. Thank you, Grot signing out.